for Junior Women's Motocross. Go you champion, well done. Back to you up the top, Brad, for another start.
All right, here we go, getting ready, 13 to 16.85. Gate drops run away with the fifth and final moto. Now this has been some kind of show on Levi Townley's behalf, but it's a good start from the likes of Ryan Foss. He looks like he's bolted through there. But a good start from Bodie Court. He's running in second place. Levi, not the best of starts. He's got a bit of work to do, but he has been in blistering form here this weekend. So we'll see how this one unfolds. Decent little points buffer, as he's won all four of the motos here this weekend as we go around this beautiful technical dual lane right-hander on the way to the Buddha. This is looking good. 13 to 16s as we got one down. Unfortunately, that's a big bit of drama and not a good place to fall down here at Flips Motocross Park in that first lap. Absolutely devastating for some of our competitors as we get rolling. With the 49 out in front, I believe it is just what I can see there at the moment. So maybe unofficially at the moment, we can definitely see Bodie Court in second place. So the CML, the gas machine there in second place, doing a good job. You've got the likes of Beau Phillips. He'll be a contender in this one here. Richard Spencer, another one of those guys that's had really, really good nationals in his double classing. And isn't it cool to see some of these cool stories, these kids that have just been flying under the radar, turned up to Flips Motocross Park and then bang onto very top form. It's one of the coolest stories you get to see at the New Zealand Juniors.
Well, I'll tell you what, nobody's going to come here that's just turned up to have a ride, are they? Nobody's going to turn up and just, I've done a few other little local motors. You had to have practiced, you had to have concentrated, you have to put a lot of effort behind the scenes into it and get yourself prepped to go, because in the heat and the wind and the rain and the sun and the sand and the almost the surf, but you get the idea. Over 3 daunting days and all of these races and practices, a total of 8 events all around for the weekend, they've had to push to the max. So if you want to be a winner at the end of the day, you've got to put the effort. And when I say a winner, having put in your better results right in the end for the last race. Doesn't matter whether you were 20th place. If that was the best result and you got it in the last race, keep it up and keep on going. That's a great sign to see, and I hope you can develop into another fun-filled rider in many years to come. Bring it on, more mighty junior motocross.
Oh, incredible performance, Levi Townley. He passed both of them within 2 corners, and now he inherits the lead here. Bodie Court is there in second place. Richard Spencer challenging early race leader Ryan Foster there, handlebar to handlebar as they head over the sky shot. And our top 4 in blistering pace. Beau Phillips is there in 5th place. He's doing a good job. We've got a good start from Archie there, and Isaac Ashworth building nicely. Another one of those ones double classing, and Isaac, he's really ticking on some good form here at the back end of the weekend. So good to see. We've got plenty of our top contenders all with good starts as well. I think it was poor old Conan Ian. He was the one that went down just before the Buddha, so big devastating run. He was showing such good pace and form heading into this 5th and final moto. The final opportunity for these guys to score those all-important championship points. There is not many race sessions left either. Just that reminder, at the conclusion of racing, we will be making our way over to the hay shed here at the beautiful Flips property, and that's where our prize giving will be undertaken. Cash facilities available. We've got burgers for sale there, so you need to come over there with a bit of cash. If you don't have the cash, we've got the FPOS bank transfer facilities over there, but it will be just a little bit slower than having that cash available. So come over and join us, the all-important prize giving, the hay barn. Thank you so much to the Fit family. They've done a wonderful job preparing that, and a shout out to our man Brendan Garish, our trophy and prize giving event coordinator. He has done such a fabulous job. We need to see it to believe it. It looks fantastic, so we're very proud of what we've done here. We're not too far away. We've got more of these championships to crown, and Levi Townley, this was a special performance here yesterday. He absolutely blitzed them, and now he's picking up where he left off. Bodie Court there, second place, so he's now back into his work. He's had that perfect run of top 2 results. Richard Spencer up into 3rd now, and he's charging hard. He looks on really good pace here at the back end of the weekend. Then we go back to Ryan Foster, who's under a bit of pressure now. Beau Phillips has got that Watson Racing Husky really dialed in, so we've got a little bit of excitement building there. And that'll be for 4th and 5th place. We go back to Archie McCullum. He will be one of those ones in that top 6 getting some more of these good championship points. Go back to Isaac Ashworth on the 208. Fabulous to see Isaac and his progression is an 85 superstar. So we've got the 13 to 16 class. This is brought to us by the legends at Central House Movers. as part of our fabulous AFC New Zealand Junior Motocross Championships for 2024. Flips Motocross Park, I tell you what, Neil, she looks rough and rugged, but these kids, what a fantastic job. I have to shout out to all the competitors. The riding has been world class. It's been top notch and a joy to watch.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brad, we've seen it here in the past. We've had a club day and seen 5 riders maybe go off to medics at the end of the day. We sort of have a bit of debrief and they go, it's not a good sign. And we've had twice as many competitors here this year for this event compared to an ordinary club day, and we've seen only half that member. So the number of serious injuries has actually been very low, and I think it's a credit to the way the track's been done. We know it's rough, we know it's tough, and there's just a balance to it, and making sure that the jumps are okay, yet it can still be ridden at the pace that these guys are doing. So well done to the riders for their quality of ride, but also to that track team. There's been a unique balance, and I reckon they've struck it brilliantly, Brad.
Absolutely, yeah. I can't speak highly enough of the track team. This is a brilliant track. It's just formed up really nicely. There's been some great racing throughout the weekend, good passing opportunities. No one's complained about it being too one-lined. It's been very, very technical and tricky. So our New Zealand champions for 2024, very, very well deserved and hard-earned. But we've got some other really good shout-out performances as well. So we're keeping an eye on this one here, 13 to 16 years, 85, fifth and final race for them. We are getting through this race program. There's not all that many race sessions still to go. We're going to have electric 11 to 12 years championship, Neil. There is a couple of points separating 1, 2 and 3, and virtually a winner-take-all situation. And that 11 to 12 years, 85 coming up next. That is going to be edge of your seat stuff. As we're ticking off more laps with Levi Townley. Look at that clock. He's got about 6 minutes plus a lap remaining, so he is now bang on the halfway mark, and he's got a decent commanding little lead as he rolls through the infield here. Look out for this battle for second. Richard Smith, he is not done with this one here. And Bodie Court, we talked about here, the flawless run of 4 consecutive second place finishings. That's under real threat. Have a look at the number 7. He's fired up and he's coming in hot and ready to go. So we've seen some of the best saved to last. Look at Bo Phillips. He's now clear in 4th place, and he's got some clean track ahead of him. Can he show us what he's made of and bring some of his best results to the back end of the weekend? We've got Ryan Foster, Archie McCullum still there. That'll be 5th and 6th place with the unchanged Isaac Ashworth there in 7th. As 30 to 16 and 85, and Neil, we talked about it a couple of times over the weekend. Isn't it fabulous? 13 to 16, what an age bracket. We've got the 13-year-olds, the 16-year-olds, and actually the lightweight 13-year-olds are still physically developed enough to throw these 85s around, but there's very, very evenly spaced out the ages in this class.
Well, you've only got to look back to last year when it was a 14 to 16 years class, Brad, and you had Cooper and then you had Aiden, and they were the two, and they went hammer and tong and won a race each and a second each in the first 2 races. Then Aiden had the unfortunate crash and was out. Cooper just smoked him. He went out. It was even hard to commentate because he was so far in front. There was only, wasn't it 11, 12 riders overall, or something like that? And that's now that we've brought the 13-year-olds into it. It has just sparked it and made it so much better. And of course, generally, there's not many 16-year-olds still on 85. I know that if I was junior motocrossers around, I'd still be on my 85 at 16 years of age with my height disadvantage. So, I think it's just, it's averaged it out much better and made it a more competitive class. And we're seeing the best of Levi. After all, if it wasn't for this, Brad, we'd had to see Levi and Jagger in the old format. They would have had to race against each other. So there would have only been one title going home in the Townley family rather than 2 or 3 as we've got it here at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. They're so good. Loving the scenes here at the 2024 AFC New Zealand Junior Motocross Championships. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this one here. Even just spectating this has been an absolute joy. So looking out, we are now 4 minutes plus a lap away from another national championship. So we're going to try and rack off all the accolades. Levi Townley, back-to-back Pro 65 champion, the first one of them back in 2019 right here at Flint Moto Park. He then backed it up at his beloved home at Tech Park. We didn't have a nationals in 2020 due to COVID, so he's a 2-time New Zealand Junior Motocross champion, and this time here he's in absolute awe. He's also went to Taranaki, but unfortunately missed out on New Zealand titles at that event. So this will be in line for his 3rd and 4th, maybe, New Zealand junior title. So that's the maths I've done in my head. I'd love for someone to correct me if I am wrong, but yep, absolutely fantastic. Levi Townley, can't speak highly enough of how good this is, Neil.
And remembering, in fact, that he was completely out with injury this time last year, so we didn't even see him. He wasn't even a spectator with us. And now we're seeing him, and you always say, oh, sorry, so-and-so's missing. Yes, it might give somebody else a chance, but with another quality of Levi Townley, it is a tear tear in your eye when you think that he won't be there at the championship. But he is back this year, and he is a beloved venue. He won his first one here at Flips 5 years ago, and it may be a chance for the double-header, his first double-header in my information. But as Brad rightfully says, and I repeat it as well, we always only relying on our brain cells. We love to be corrected if we are incorrect. But there you go, a top-flight effort from Team Townley here today, and a shout-out for the special grandparents who've come to join in the celebration. And they are two very special families that came together with their passion for motocross. And man, oh man, talk about make the next generation. It has been beautiful to watch. So bring it on, Team Townley and Team Grey out here for another special weekend. All right, looking out, other people, Carter Mackay, Manawatu there, 16th place, Grayson Lee in there, Cooper White, Ricky Buxton still charging hard, Cooper Sutherland along with Max Morrow up there, 21st place, Colby Crosby in there. So there's a few of our others. And to the Morrow family, that's the other Morrow family, shout out Team Morrow. We've enjoyed your riding over the years and lovely to see the next generation go, Max, and let's hope you can score points and be up and amongst them. But here we go, Bradley, remembering there's still over 30 kids in this one, but there's only one winner.
All right, and it has got about a minute and a half left on the clock. Here comes Levi to tick off yet another lap, so he's on absolute dream street here at the moment. Ticks off another lap, and with only a minute and a half remaining on the clock, that'll go to 0 before he comes back around again. So now we are 2 laps away. 2 laps away from some glorious New Zealand Championship action here. Still got Bodie Court up there in second place. The change, it looks like it's very close to being made. Richard Spencer and Bo Phillips, inseparable on this racetrack. Bo's reeled him in over the last couple of laps. Surely the relentless pressure will tell sooner or later. There's 2 big laps and they're side by side over the finish line. So that is Richard and Bo going at it. That is going to be for 3rd place. There's really championship implications on the line here as Bo launches himself to try and get it. There's lap riders in the inside, so Bo gets hung up a little bit by the lapper, but I think he's just bounced across the line. White riding from Bo Phillips. He launched himself from one side of the track to the other. Feeder off the pegs, and he is going for it here. And now he's got himself up into 3rd place, and I reckon, looking at lap times, he's a little bit quicker than Bodie Court. There's potential. Bo Phillips with a couple of laps to go, maybe a top 2 result on the cards here, Neil. All right, let's give you an update of our entire running top 10 here. Levi Townley, Bodie Court, Richard Spencer, and Bo Phillips going at it there. Ryan Foster, Archie McCallum, Isaac Ashworth. It's Tyler Morgan up in 8th place. Ryder Solly is there for 9th. Cooper Young ahead of Kurt Olding back in 11th place. And that will be the update as we give you our top 11. On the dying stages, we're not far away now. There's only 5 seconds left on that race clock. And Levi Townley well into this lap now at the moment. So you'd have to think white flag coming out very, very shortly. And already a 12 to 14 years 125cc champion in his arsenal this weekend. So this is going to be a mighty fine feeling to come here double classing, knowing the odds were stacked against you in that 125 class. You're on the smaller capacity machine. You come out here, you did a really good job in the Australian 85 Challenge a couple of weeks ago. This one here is going to feel pretty good though as he starts the final lap. Levi the 26 as the white flag comes out. Absolutely brilliant from Levi here, but the battles in behind him are ones we're going to pay really close attention to. The letter C of Bodie Court is there. There is Bo Phillips. So look at that. That is visibly much, much closer than it's been before. There's only 1 and a bit laps to go. So Bo's going to need to find something absolutely miraculous here. But there is lappers all over the track. There's plenty of undulations, bumps, thrills and spills expected here as Bodie Court just gets hung up a little bit in that right hander. That brings Bo Phillips right into contention here. I think we're going to have a thrilling last lap here. It won't be big drastic stages for our overall championship, but wouldn't it be cool for Bo Phillips to upset Bodie Court's perfect run of 2nd place finishes? I think we're in for a really, really cliffhanger finish here. Richard Spencer, again, one of the standout performances this weekend to come here and be in that elusive top 4. Absolutely brilliant. So Neil, we're on the final lap. We're starting to get pretty excited. The championship watch for Levi Townley very, very on at the moment.
Oh, I tell you what, this is a very special opportunity because this is showing him at his brilliant best. Before it was a matter of being on a different kind of a bike, and you'd have to say that he certainly has shown what you can do with that smaller engine bike and amongst the 125s, but to give him back on an 85cc bike on a par with all the other riders, so you can talk about the evenness of it. This is where he's come into his own and thoroughly deserved of his #1 position at this stage. And can he go all the way? We're about to find find out. Should be something special to come home. The crowd up here gathering and gaining momentum with all these riders. Looking for the 26. Watch the blue bike and the white helmet out there as we see him bob his way through the obstacles and clear it and head down the back of the fabulous Flips Moto Park here for another exciting rendition of a New Zealand Junior Motocross victory. Coming to the final time, of course, we had our championship here in 2019 in 2020. We were in there. We missed 2021, but we came back in 22. And we had it again 23, and now here in 24, 5 years on, and looking out for this one. That's a very special time to remember the 65 path from those boys, those years gone by, and now here we are as well to look out for it in the 85cc glory. So bring it on, the Levi Townley Show, coming to the moto track. For all of you that have not seen him ride before or seen the exits can realise what the next level of junior motocross is. Why is he winning the 85cc racing in Australia? Why he's been with them. Of course, he's been over and done Supercross as well, did the indoors last year, so fabulous to see. So all keen as we look out for them, and man oh man, what a magnificent run. There it is, taking it away, Mr. Levi Townley. That was special, Brad.
Oh, absolutely. What a masterclass performance, Levi Townley. That is very well deserved. Another national championship, and he'll be loving that. Bodie Court comes through, and he'll carry on that perfect run of second placing. So 2 NZ for Bodie Court. Well done, and thank you very much to the Court family coming over here. They've been over to New Zealand a handful of times, and it's always a pleasure to see them here. Bo Phillips, brilliant. One of his best results of the weekend, showing really good pace and a top 3 result. That'll be very good for his overall points championship challenge as Bo comes here. Richard Spencer comes through for that top 4 placing. Well done to him, and Ryan Foss is going to hang on and take a top 5 ahead of Archie McCullum. So those results now starting to come through thick and fast as we then catch up with Isaac Ashworth. He'll be the C4 Energy Drinks man, the next one to come through. That'll round out our top 7. So some more great results, some good performances all round. And we are going to now again cross down to Neil, who will have yet another national champion as part of our AFC Motorcycles New Zealand Juniors for 2024. And it is another title, 2 titles this weekend. So spectacular stuff. And let's catch up with Neil and find out how it's all going on.
Well, take another opportunity to get him here at trackside at the moment. So well done to the team and everybody pulling it all together. And well done, of course, missed it last year out with injury, but back this year. How good, Levi Townley, does it feel? 2 times New Zealand champion. Congratulations.
Yeah, it feels good. Good bounce back from last 2 years. Bike broke in 2022 and got disqualified for having a slower bike. And then last year I was out of injury, so got some revenge on the last few years. Yeah,
great to see indeed. All right, Flips, has been a track to your liking? We know how tough it is, but has that suited you?
Yeah, I got 3 titles here now. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I think I do enjoy it.
Yeah, indeed. All right, where to, mate? What are some of the other big events you got coming up for Levi Townley?
I'll go over to Aussie and race some 85 races in the Prime X, which is coming up in about a month.
That'll be awesome indeed. Are you being allowed those lollies again? Have you heard the word? Can you get the lollies tomorrow?
Oh, I think I'll be getting the lollies.
Yeah, excellent indeed. Come on, round of applause. Levi Townley, what a hero. That is absolutely beautiful. He's getting the lollies.